Welcome back to Ultimate Challenge, the Nomads Edition. Before the break, we saw the Nomads progressing with the toilet construction challenge. They are now constructing the base of the toilet. Earlier, we saw Mr. Taita Tavesa climb up a tree in order to get logs. Team B then places the 4 logs and they appear not to be enough. Former flight attendant Beatrice Njoki decides that climbing up a tree is not only a man's job. She goes up and begins to chop. Time is running out. Washu and Rehema decide to get logs as well to hasten the process. After a few minutes, Team B has enough logs and they are carefully placing them on top of the toilet hole. Ameniel decides to step on top of the logs to confirm if they can hold his weight without breaking. Once this is confirmed, they begin placing the rocks on top of the logs and ensure that the logs are stable.
We looked for strong trees because we were concentrating on the structure, the base of the structure where somebody can step and be comfortable with it, other than the other structure, because now this is a bush structure where you just dash in, do your business quickly and you dash out. So we wanted the base to be so comfortable that somebody can comfortably walk in, do the business and go out. So after clearing the hole that we dug, we looked for strong trees that could make the base fit well.
However, there is a problem for them. The team realizes that the logs are not stable even after placing the rocks. With time running out, will they be able to finish the challenge? They then come up with a plan to tie the logs using a rope. Finally, the logs are stable and the team proceeds to add the stones on top of the logs and around the toilet hole to create a perimeter. Cardboard is then used, and last but not least, sand. The toilet hole is now secure, and the nomads are finally done. But wait, what about privacy? It occurs to them that the toilet is out in the open, and they decide to use more logs and a Maasai cloth to surround the toilet. Time is up and Team B is done.
Nomad, are you done?
Team A, on the other hand, is done with the digging. Unlike Team B, they placed the rocks first. Earlier on, we saw political aspirant Sabina Anyango construct something. It is now very evident what it was. It turns out to be the base of the toilet. Ibrahim Kamara tries to place it on top of the hole, but this doesn't seem to work out. The logs seem rather unsteady. The men in the group get more logs as Sabina works more on her construction.
We had an idea of how to build one, but also the tools we had and the time also we were given. We had to really come up with something very fast. And I also again thank my team because we really did a lot of work. Mine was to carry stones and cut the trees. Ibra was to come up with the idea of the hole and everything else. Sabrina was now the designer. And then now Dan was now the guy to do the finishing, you know.
The bigger logs are placed first. With a strong enough base, Sabina's contraption is placed soon after. The base is now steady, but more rocks are placed on top of the logs just to make sure. Team B is quite unique, as Sabina thinks of placing a torch next to their toilet construction, just in case one might need to use the toilet when night falls. She also thinks of tissue paper, as you all know, is very vital.
When in a bush, fine for even like 5 days. You don't need to go back again to get a torch, to get tissue. I thought that is the idea of a bush. Okay, the idea of staying in the bush is not to live in a comfort zone. But again, things like toilets is supposed to also at least relax. When you go there, you find a light. When you go there again, you at least find a tissue, at least tissue roller, you know. It makes life different. Imagine that toilet, the other toilet, okay, not in a bad way. I'm just giving my comments. That toilet is too open. It faces the campsite. It's the floor, and you know me, I'm a 100+. You step on it, you feel, and then they say it's firm. Seriously.
Just like Team B, privacy is very important, and Team A also covers up their toilet surrounding. Time is up, and Team A is also done. Both teams are done, and the host gives them a chance to look at each other's toilet constructions. What do they think of each other's work?
Interior decor. Interior decoration. I'm telling you.
After both teams have inspected their own constructions, Emil Opio, who is the camp manager with over 15 years experience, is here to inspect the toilet constructions. Emil is here to determine which toilet wins the challenge.
Emil, go around.
After proper inspection, the nomads are gathered together.
Before Emil gets to tell us what he thinks and who is the ultimate winner, we want to get your feedback.
I think our toilet is strong. He can confirm that he stood on it. He didn't shake, he didn't wobble. Even as a female, you know, I'm scared of such things, but I was able to stand comfortably. For me, the worst thing you can do, first of all, we are so many nomads sharing that toilet. We don't want each time all of us carry a torch. Where's the torch? Where's the torch? We want when you go there, go do your business, everything is there, come back. We have so much on our mind. We don't have time to look for torches and toilet paper. So when you go there, the basic necessity of using that toilet is already provided. The torch is there at night, tissue paper, which is a must probably, and even the technique of building our toilet, whereby we put rocks around it, was very vital to make sure the toilet doesn't get filled up faster. The toilet was good, but I wouldn't use it because if immediately I do this, everything is out in the bush. So I think that's a very vital thing. Unless I start carrying, everyone starts carrying things to cover. I just want to go get in, go fetch water. You know, I have other things on my mind.
That washroom, I cannot even
You cannot even
inside.
get in comfortably because now the shuka is just on you,
Yeah.
on everywhere. You don't have a
space.
strong structure on your wall.
Immediately you bend like this, everything is out in the open.
Can I defend that?
No, it's just out. Everything.
There's one
That's
thing.
have a wall.
There's one thing that you guys
You
do.
don't have a wall.
You did extremely wrong. This is the campsite. Why is the toilet downwind from the campsite, upwind from the campsite, with the door facing right here?
I can
Open.
defend that.
There's no defense for that.
I can defend that because even the toilet that we've been using it here, and we've not have odor because this place is very hot. The moment you just finish your business, the feces just dries automatically. So, yeah.
As Sabina has talked about female, I had 3 female and I was only 1 man. Na tumejaribu tukamake about venye anasema tukikaa hivi unaonekana tumeconsider distance na bado tunatumianga choo zenye tunatumianga hapa, hata yeye alitumia anaendanga hata mchana bila hata ananiona anatumia tu, so that's not a point.
Sabina, that is not a point, Sabina.
I think mimi nye nitasema choo ikitengenezwa mtu angalia interior thing, kitu ikuwe strong juu ukianguka kwa choo tuseme na kuna hizo vitu zetu inaweza kuaffect mwili, na choo the more inakaa the more inakuwa weak, na si tumeweka mamiti kwanza alafu mamawe bado mchanga ikue ile strong na bado iko na space enough unaweza kaa venye unataka, si ukae ati ni kama hata hauna style ya kukaa.
I've seen about toilets, and maybe where they went wrong was that one, I just have to maybe 2-3 points. One is that the toilet is very open. You cannot go to a toilet whereby you face the campsite. 2, as much as they claim that the floor is strong, I walked in by the way, and I know I have weight issues. I'm 100 kg. When I stepped on that thing by there, I felt like it's going down.
You felt like you've never
That's a normal feeling.
And ideally, for a toilet to be firm, you need to have that category whereby you walk in and then you feel like whatever. So either then maybe they use the space they proclaim they used is weak, and you can easily, because fine, the toilet might look nice and everything else, but maybe the shape and everything else, but what matters is that the toilet strong enough. If you step on it and go down, seriously, it can be very, very embarrassing to you.
Okay, we've heard from you. Right now, let's hear from our special judge, Emil Opio.
All right, I think the Nomas did quite a great job on that one. There's a lot of creativity involved, especially considering the limited tools they had, and the designs also. You know, it's quite interesting. You see, I'll start with Team A, which is on this side. You know, the toilet is very interesting. You put a light there. There's a tissue paper, very nice and comfortable. You know, the door closes, so you have an element of privacy. And then we have Team B on the other side. Very nice interior decor, as you also mentioned it. I noticed that about it. Very stable, very comfortable. You see, there's no door, but that's not so much of an issue. However, I would say Team B has it. The reason why Team B has it is that it's comfortable, easy to use. A bush toilet is something that's temporary, simple. You want to go inside, do your stuff, get out, go. Otherwise, for Team A, it was a bit too complicated. There's the entrance, you have to bend over, and then when you look through the hole, you can actually see the frames, the sticks that are holding, and they are small sticks. So that kind of like makes you a bit scared in case, because of the stuff that is inside there. So you want something that, you know, even if they were small sticks, don't reveal them. So Team B, they did a good job. I mean, the creativity was good. The setup was very nice. Right? So Team B has it.
Yeah. Congratulations. Congratulations are in order. Team B, you did well. Having 3 ladies in your group, Pascal, Prezo, you did well.
Team B are the champions for this challenge. With 3 ladies and only 1 man, they did a really good job.
Mimi nilichukulia too easy, but at least tulioffer our best na tukakuwa washindi. So that was the main point. So ilinipatia kitu kwa akili. Anything yenye challenge yenye inakuja tu na nataka kufanya, as in I do it my best, because huwezi jua anything. Yeah.
It was an advantage to us because we were thinking more than the working. And then the idea came through, and we won. Like, I'm always on the winning team, by the way. I'm so lucky.
Yeah, always, if you win in this kind of situation, even if it's an elimination or not an elimination episode, you just feel good because it's always good to be on the safe side. So when we were told we were the winners, I felt good because again, evidently, what a man can do, a woman can do better. We were 3 ladies and we bet a team where we had huge and hefty dudes that we thought, yeah, because they are now huge and hefty, they could carry stones around and beat us. But I thank God for our calculative minds. We were tiny, but yeah, our minds were way up and we did it. So I was proud of my team.
Venye niliona hiyo choo ingine, nisema hapa labda tuonewe. Kuna ile yenye automatic unaona tu juu yao, yes, ilika na design yao, but kuona penye like mseka Pascal haezi ingia hiyo look. Pascal akiingia kwa hiyo choo inabomoka, ama si hata kubomoka, but wao walitumwaga na kuweka torch, tissue, maji na tuko kwa desert. So si tulifocus sana na foundation, tuko tunaweka nenye pia si wenyewe tunaweza enda.
Luckily for the losing team, this was not an elimination challenge.
Luckily, this is not an elimination challenge. But from now on, brace yourself. Brace yourself because the competition is getting stiffer.
So I've never built a toilet in the wild before, and just for the sake of memory, I'd like to say that it was really hard to do, especially in this condition. We have sand soil all over, and digging the hole was frustrating.
The smaller twigs were to use to try and, you know, cover up the distance that you'd see underneath and give it some, you know, trying to block the view. And I don't think we executed that correctly, as opposed to Prezo and the ladies who executed that perfectly. Ours was a bit crowded. Yes, it was a bit squashed, a bit small. You'd be more comfortable in the other, so I don't blame him for thinking what he thought, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. You deal with what you have, and you realize that, you know, next time I have to do better.
Next week on Ultimate Challenge, the Nomads Edition.